Well, this morning or last night, there's been some great news regarding Kieran Trippier and Callum Wilson, that the two of them are back in contention in April, which will be fantastic for Newcastle United. Chris Wood breaks the goal scoring record for New Zealand. We've got some news on ASM regarding what the Chronicle have had to say. And also Newcastle United's search for a new goalkeeper looks like it's been intensified. This is the Toon Review. Hi, everybody. I'm Paul, back again with another video, and it is the daily news. Now, first of all, I do apologise for the lack of videos that have been coming out recently from the Toon Review channel. Obviously, as you know, I've been suffering from software problems, shall we say, in that my MacBook is currently away being repaired as we speak. I should get that back in the next couple of days, and the videos will start to come good and proper again. It's just I had no software, none of the graphics or anything on these little laptops that I'm using at the minute. But I thought I'd bring a video out today with the fan forum coming on tonight, of course, as well. But some very interesting news regarding Callum Wilson and Kieran Trippier came about last night, really, that both of them are in contention to play against Crystal Palace mid-April at St James's Park. Now, if that is the case, that is wonderful, wonderful news for Newcastle, to be honest, because we've been crying out for these two to come back in the side. The right-back position has been a one which has brought a lot of contention amongst the Newcastle United fans, with Emil Kraft getting the nod ahead of Javi Manquillo in recent games. He hasn't done too badly, Emil Kraft, if I'm openly honest. I'm not going to sit here and criticise him because he's done his very best. He's a Swedish international. He's away with Sweden now again. They obviously like what he does for Newcastle. And certainly Eddie Howe likes what he does for Newcastle as well. There's no doubt about that. So well done to Emil Kraft for what he's done. But, when you're talking about a world-class right-back coming back like Kieran Trippier, he's first on the list every time. Fantastic defender, great leader, good going forward. And, of course, wonderful on the set pieces. Now, as for Callum Wilson, a lot of people have said, certainly the last few games, had we had an out-and-out striker, that maybe we would have got some better results than we have. Certainly in the last two games with regards to away at Chelsea and away at Everton. Again, not throwing anything, tarnishing Chris Wood, but, people know my opinion on Chris Wood. I don't think he's good enough for Newcastle United, but, given the situation, he is our main striker at the minute, and, we support him. But Callum Wilson is a completely different striker to what Chris Wood is. He's more mobile, he's quicker, he seems to be more aware in the box of where the ball is going to be. So all in all, to have Callum Wilson back as well will be fantastic. But the main question is, and a lot of Newcastle fans are asking this, will Eddie Howe go with the two of them up top? Will he go with Wood and Wilson in maybe a 4-4-2? We know that Eddie Howe likes that formation. We know he likes to play with two strikers, but he hasn't had that opportunity, with Newcastle at the minute. People said Dwight Gale, but, he's never going to... Dwight Gale is clearly never going to be in the thoughts of the Newcastle manager to start a game. Yeah, come on, maybe a couple of times, but certainly not to start a game. I don't think Eddie Howe rates him at all. And that is the manager's prerogative. That is what he's paid the money for. So to have Callum Wilson back will be superb. Now, will he go with the two of them up front? Let me know in the comments what you think. Now, talking about Chris Wood, over the last 24, 48 hours, he has bagged another couple of goals for New Zealand in a 4-0 win over Fiji, which means that Chris Wood is now the all-time top New Zealand goal scorer. So massive, massive congratulations to Chris Wood on that achievement. I mean, it is brilliant. Now, I've heard, again, people saying, oh, well, he's playing for New Zealand. They never really take on the top nations of the world. We're talking about the Fijis and countries like that. But listen, he's still got to put the ball in the net. Now, completely different to what it's like in the Premier League, certainly to what he's going through at the minute at club level. it's a good break for him, and hopefully it's a very good confidence booster for him that he's getting these couple of goals, and he can bring that forward into his Premier League form for Newcastle. Whether that happens or not, I personally, I don't think it will. But listen, we've got to support Chris Wood. He's our main man at the minute up top. And, for as long as he does that, we have to support him when he's on the pitch. That doesn't mean to say that if he doesn't play well, that he's beyond criticism, because he isn't. None of them are. If someone plays well, we praise them. If someone doesn't play well, look, we'll say it. What's the point of sitting, especially when you're doing a YouTube channel, podcast, or whatever it may be? You're not going to sit there, or even go into the pub after the game with your mates. You're not going to sit there and say, "Oh, Chris Wood was outstanding today," in front of your mates, are you? When he wasn't, because you look a fool. So what's the difference saying it on camera than it is in a pub? But listen, these goals may well be the kickstarter for Chris Wood. He got one at Southampton for us the other week. He's got two for New Zealand over the last few hours. So why not bring that forward? Give him a bit of confidence. Hopefully it will. Because if he starts playing well, he starts scoring goals, he'll get the praise that he deserves. But he can't get any praise because he doesn't deserve any praise at the minute, because his form and his play hasn't been good enough. So hopefully this is the kickstarter that Chris Wood needs, and he comes back from this international break raring to go and raring to keep the scoring going, because we need him to do that. Certainly before Callum Wilson comes back, we need him to score a few goals for Newcastle United. There's no doubt about that. Now, on transfer news, Newcastle United have been linked with another couple of goalkeepers. The last sort of 5 to 7 days has been bizarre in Newcastle United's apparent pursuit of a goalkeeper, with Dean Henderson from Manchester United being the main man that's getting mentioned all the time. That he isn't obviously happy at Manchester United because he's not getting first-team football. He wants first-team football, especially with the World Cup coming up. He needs to be playing regular football to try and push Jordan Pickford, which is fair enough. I understand that. Now, in the last sort of 24 hours, we've now been linked with another two goalkeepers, one of them being Sam Johnston at West Bromwich Albion, who we know as well. He's in the England squad at the minute, but he was only brought in because Aaron Ramsdale is injured. Now, Sam Johnston is a very, very good goalkeeper, but, at the level he's at the minute with West Brom, he's not exactly, flying at the minute. Well, given who his manager is, let's just face it, he's got a long haul ahead of him. But I think Sam Johnston, is he as good as Martin Dubravka? That's the question. And, Martin Dubravka is splitting a lot of opinions at the minute. He really is. We don't know, is he prone to a mistake? I personally think he's done really well the last few games, especially recently. So Sam Johnston, I'm not sure about. And then the other goalkeeper that's mentioned is Kepa at Chelsea. Now, we know that man is prone to a mistake. We've seen it numerous times. Now, is it a confidence thing with Kepa? I've seen him play some fantastic games as well. I've seen him be absolutely brilliant. But then I've also seen him be absolutely awful. Is there a temperament issue? We know what happened at Wembley a couple of years ago when he refused to come off. With Sarri, the manager. It completely baffled everybody. It was actually hilarious for the neutral, I guess. But, is his mentality right? Is he a good enough goalkeeper? Again, would you stick with Dubravka or would you bring Kepa in? Let me know in the comments which goalkeeper you would have. Personally, out of the three, I think Dean Henderson is the safest option for Newcastle United to go for. I really like what Dean Henderson offers. I really like him as a goalkeeper. So for me, Dean Henderson gets the nod over the other two. But let me know in the comments who you would go for. Henderson, Kepa, or Johnston? Or would you stick with Dubravka? And finally, just a report in the Chronicle that I noticed this morning regarding Saint-Maximin. Now, we know that Saint-Maximin has become a scapegoat with a few Newcastle United fans. He's had criticism on this channel as well. Now, the criticism that he's had, I think, is just, to be honest. I don't think he's performed very well. But is that injury or illness that he's had just been a bit niggling for him? Now, apparently, this warm weather break is going to be exactly what Maxi needs to get back to his very best for the remainder of the season. So when we come back from international break, he'll have had the warm weather training, he'll have had a nice break away. injury sorted, illness sorted, and away we go. Now, personally, I'm hoping we see the very, very best of Maxi in the remainder of the season. You know, we know he's got it in him because the home game against Everton was one of the best games that he's played in a long time. And that's what Maxi can do. He can destroy defenders. So to have him back fully fit and fully firing can only benefit Newcastle United, providing he does the right things at the right time. And we know that that's been a problem with Maxi, with crossing the ball or passing the ball. You know, yes, he's a flair player, but we need him to just step up to that next level and create a bit more for his teammates, rather than try and do it all on his own. Because I think that's been the major problem with Maxi over the time. But hey, that's the way it is with Maxi. He's that kind of guy. He's a flair player. He's going to, generate discussion no matter what. We'll always have something to talk about when it comes to Maxi. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think of all that news today, the Wilson and Trippier, and of course, Chris Wood. And the goalkeepers. I'm very interested to hear what you think about the goalkeepers. Certainly the three that we've been linked to, Dean Henderson, Kepa, or, of course, Sam Johnson at West Bromwich Albion. But if you have enjoyed today's show, guys, please don't forget to stick a thumbs up on the video. It does mean a lot to us and helps with the crazy algorithm of YouTube. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do consider subscribing. We are so close to 10K, which will be a massive achievement for the channel and everybody that's helping out, working with the channel, and to all the subscribers and the Big Toon Review family. It will be a massive achievement. So thank you in advance for that. You can become a member if you just hit the join button underneath the video, or the link is in the description. And also, big shout out to the channel sponsors, Geordie Riffs, premium guitars based here in the good old northeast of England. You can find them at their website, geordieriffs.co.uk, also on Instagram at Geordie Riffs, and Geordie Riffs Official on Facebook. So do give them a visit. They're offering 10% off your first setup or 10% off your first repair, as well as your first guitar lesson, completely free of charge. They do have a recording studio as well. So if you're into your guitars, please give Graham and Natalie a look up. Fantastic little business there, as I say, based in the northeast of England. And thank you for the continued support. But that's it for the daily news, guys. I'll be very interested to know what you think down in the comments below. But thank you very much for watching. Take care.